there's 4 reasons why I moved to England from Canada as a 23-year-old French Canadian. The reason I decided to move to England, well, first of all, is I lived in Vancouver, one of the most expensive city, and it was getting very expensive to the point where I needed 2 jobs. I realized I did not want to live to work, and there's plenty of places in the world that's more affordable and you don't have to work crazy hours to be able to afford to live there. Reason number 2, I'm someone who really gets affected by the weather. I would say Vancouver is quite rainy and cloudy, I would say half the year. I have a dog and I walk him a good amount during the day because he's just a puppy and he needs a lot of walks outside. So I always try to give him about 2 hours of exercise every day, and just walking him in the rain half of the year kind of brings my mood down. I really try not to be affected by my environment, but it was just, I love the sun, you know. I need the sun. I need to feel the warmth. I don't know, I'm just meant for like a tropical island, I swear. So yes, reason number 2 was the weather. I wanted to live somewhere that has a better weather. Now you're gonna ask me, why did you go to England? Well, that is not my final destination. That's just a little stop along the way to eventually get our European citizenship. But we're in the right direction to eventually move somewhere to Europe. But anyway, that was one of my reasons why I left Canada, the weather. I'm hoping to eventually move somewhere in Europe where the weather is better. Number 3, I believe the European mindset is, or on that side of the world, seems to align a bit more, like I said, with my values, which is more like, you know, the quality of food and products there is better and more monitored. The work-life balance mindsets, from my experience, seems to align better with my values. I think it's a bit more social, you know, people prioritize spending time with their family and friends, which I love. While in Vancouver, it was, I don't know if anybody is familiar with the mindset there, but it's really hard to just hang out with your friends because they're often trying to juggle 2 jobs just to afford to live there. So yeah, I believe in Europe it's a bit more laid back, a bit more has a better balance, like I mentioned, with work and life, and I was really drawn to that. Reason number 4, I just felt like I needed a change. I'm someone who loves to try different things, different jobs, travel, see new places and stuff, and I just felt like I wasn't moving forward in Vancouver. I kind of just reached what I wanted to reach, and then I was just kind of stalling, and I was just craving something different, something new. Like I mentioned, I'm 23. I mean, I've got a whole life ahead of me, and for me to think I would spending all in my whole life in Canada just didn't sit right with me. I just wanted to, you know, experience something new, a new country, new people, to kind of see how I like it, because I always thought I wanted to live somewhere else, and I thought, why not trying it out now? And I'm lucky enough that my boyfriend's British. That's why we went to England first, because it's easy for both of us. I got a work visa for Canadians. I think it's fairly easy process. It took me about 3 weeks to receive my visa from the day I applied, which is great. And so yeah, starting something new, moving on, leaving the past kind of behind. I feel like it served me right, but it was time for me to move on. I've done everything I wanted to do there, and yeah, try something different. So now yeah, it's been 2 months. I am looking for jobs now in England, now that I got my work visa. It's been a bit difficult. I feel like the people ratio versus how many jobs that are available is a bit different from Canada because it's way more populated here. So it's been a bit difficult trying to even get an interview, but we're still working on it. And then we're, working towards steps to eventually get our European citizenship, and we'll see where that leads me. So yeah.